discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geek It Out. I'm yours truly, the Dave Bots, here with my boy, Don Frickin' Prime.
Evening, folks, or morning or afternoon, whenever you are watching this, if you're not with us live.
What is up, everybody? This great Sunday morning, afternoon, and night. A lot of things are happening this week. A lot of things, Mando related, Boba Fett related. It's been crazy this week. And also the fact that, different rumors popping off and all that jazz. But the one thing I really wanted to talk about today is the Mando controversy. All these damn figures. Yes, Wepa. Yes, all these damn Mando figures in such a short time. Especially the one true Mando.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But what is the true Mando? In question. Like, literally, what is the true Mando? And I in the beginning, I had tried to create this quote, right, based off the Lord of the Rings intro. You guys know Lord of the Rings, you guys remember it.
Mm-hmm.
And I only was able to create just part of it because I couldn't delve more into it because I literally just didn't have the time. I wish I had more time. I just completely forgot. But this is what I had so far. In the land of Hong Kong, in the fires of Secret Base, the CEO of Hot Toys, Howard Chan, crafted in secret a Master Mando to replace all others. And into this Mando, he poured his chrome, his fandom, and his will to dominate all wallets. One Mando to rule them all in a galaxy far, far away.
There you go, folks. The poet, Nate Meister.
The poet, Nate Meister. No more pre-orders. Give us wisdom, because Hot Toys is out of their minds at this point. They are out of their minds. They're freaking bored. Hot Toys becoming modern. They're pumping the freaking the factories over there, man. All they need
Except
now
there are
is
no
freaking
eagles.
Saruman.
Except there are no eagles to transport anything. We have to still rely on the boats.
Oh god. That Pedro sculpt that has one purpose: sell more transport troopers. Okay, look, I gotta nip this in the bud now, guys.
Yeah.
I gotta nip this in the bud now. I was gonna wait till later.
This is a red alert.
This is a red
Time
alert,
out.
guys.
Time out.
Time out.
This is a buy advisory. You ever watch those market shows when, buy advisory? This is a hold up and wait on your buy advisory. This is a wait. This is a wait and think and look time.
Okay, guys. All right, so let me pick out this photo real quick. All right, guys, look what we see here. This is from I can't read the damn name of the photographer or the name of the Facebook group, but this is one of the photos. And look at that. You cannot remove the head sculpt from that neck. It's built into the neck. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, a lot of people are excited about the head sculpt, especially the fact you can possibly move it towards the transport trooper. Unless you can remove the transport trooper's neck joint, this won't be able to fit in. Like, you could fit it in, but it'll give it like a longer neck to the transport trooper.
I mean, and again, you also, what's the bottom joint going to look like? Is it going to look like Captain America? Or is it going to look like the latest joint from the Tony Stark team suit, where it's literally, if you want to put any other head, like Paul Rudd head or, the Hawkeye head in, you actually have to modify that head just to install it into the team suit body because of how the latest, the team suit Stark head sculpt is. So again, at this point, we don't know if it's actually you're able to physically transfer that head to the transport trooper. I mean, it might be a situation, if you want to put a head on a transport trooper, you're going to need to either buy a third party, or you're going to have to literally buy a second one of these head sculpts on eBay and modify that for like literal permanent use. Or, I mean, it's going to be a bitch to put in and out. without damaging it anymore or the suit anymore. So again, as weird as it may sound, you kind of need to wait to see how it's going to turn out. Because just because you see it doesn't mean it's going to work. Because there are different neck joints they could use. There are different setups. Like certain Captain Americas, they're all one piece. Other Captain Americas, the neck and the head are two separate, distinct pieces. So you don't know.
All right, so I'm going to do a quick little zoom in. This is the head sculpt replacement that I got when my Mud Trooper came in with a messed up head sculpt. Here is the head sculpt of the Mud Trooper Solo, right? Now, this one came with the neck piece, replaceable the neck piece that you would put into the Mud Trooper. Yes, the Mud Trooper. So, if the head sculpt of the Mandalorian is able to come like this, right, where you can literally remove it, you should be fine. But if it's literally fused into the damn head sculpt, it's not gonna work out. So I don't even know what we're working with the Mud Trooper.
I mean,
and
plus we don't know what body they're going to use.
Exactly.
Again, it might be a one piece where the neck is plastic, like the rubber plastic, and again, it might be the fact that you can only put the head that has no neck on it as well. We just don't know yet.
Yeah, the thing is, you guys can buy, you can buy the transport trooper. You can buy the transport trooper. You could buy thinking that you might be able to, but don't assume it. All right, don't assume it too much because you're gonna literally, be setting yourself up for failure.
It's a gamble.
Point. Yeah, it's a gamble. Yeah. I'm just trying to save you money here because some people probably didn't even want the transport trooper because they weren't getting a head sculpt. But then now people are talking about, dude, we can move this head sculpt to the transport trooper. That's not the case at the moment. That is not the case. So slow your roll because you might just set yourself up for failure. Then you get a figure you can't return or you can't get your NRD back. Don't set yourself up for failure like that because I tried warning people about the General Grievous and I was like, y'all remember this is Sideshow, okay? Their updates are not really updates. And then look what happened.
I'm with Doc Smizzle 1,000% though. I'd rather have Bill Blurr.
I'd rather have Bill Burr on the transporter. Actually, can you? No, at that point it'll be a different whole body. They might as well just create the Bill Burr and the
I've said this a few times before, and again you can search for it. Bill Burr's done an interview where he says he had to go in to get his face scanned for toys, and he's on video saying that. So,
what does it really matter? I always feel you should only buy it if you have an emotional connection. That is correct.
Yes. That is something. Again, that is something you pick up. And again, when you and it's not even from 6 scale. If you've been collecting for a while and anything where the average figure is over, again, I started with Transformers. The average figure back then for a masterpiece was about $100. So again, you're not touching Hot Toys money, but then again, some of the bigger figures and stuff you're running $400 or $500. And at a certain point, you realize you can't be completionist because it's impossible and you're going to spend too much money. So. And again, it's evolving. To a point, you're only going to spend the money on things that you want, that you have an investment in, both, emotionally and time-wise. So,
buying Hot Toys is like buying crypto at this point. Honestly,
just don't let Elon Musk near a Hot Toy. Because you don't know what he's going to do.
Not even. At least the crypto with Elon Musk is going up. Dogecoin, it still has a chance to go up. Hot Toys now, with all these reissues and releases like they're doing, it's all going down. It's all going down, man.
Well, the funny thing is, there might be, on originals and stuff that is still extremely rare, if they don't reissue that's going to see a dramatic increase on certain things then.
Which one? So, what was it? I didn't hear you.
All right, so certain figures back in the day, If they're not going to
Yes.
do reissues, and the figure's good in condition, they're going to skyrocket then, like the Aliens line. I want them to reissue Aliens at a minimum. Hicks and Hudson, and maybe Sergeant Ipone, and then of course you got to do Vasquez with a smart gun. Those if they even come up to market, each of those goes used for ridiculous money because they're so rare and they rarely come on the market.
Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill with that, bro. What if Elon will make your Hot Toys come to life? Chill with that, man. The budget is gonna go like at that point.
I'm not like the funny thing is
We can't even afford toys anymore.
he probably could do that. He's working on he's already been working on, and it's like I think got FDA approval to begin trials. It's called the Neuralink chip. It's literally a like a Wi-Fi EF signal detector that is implanted in the brain. And it can literally reactivate and reconnect synapses that have been shut off. So it has the potential to give paralyzed people, like paraplegics and quadriplegics, potentially the ability to walk and move again because it's going to bridge the broken synapses and nerve connections. And so, I mean,
wow.
Oh, yeah.
I know he was working on the some dream experiments, like some Inception stuff.
I think that was tied to it because I mean. This is like he is literally like the modern day Tony Stark, or for a real person, he is the modern Howard Hughes.
Yeah,
So.
I see more Howard Hughes than Tony because I don't think our boy Elon is not ready for the sacrificial task like Tony.
Well, I'm just talking about technology wise.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Tech, yeah,
there's only one Iron Man.
I mean, the dude's literally a nerd too, because when he launched one of his cars into space, what's on the dashboard? Don't panic. From a Hitchhiker's Guide. So.
Sideshow first best car version will be this discounted and free shipping. Sideshow best car overstock now. Tell him Don, tell him what happened.
All right.
Tell him what happened.
So this is the number, and again, I was told this. Nate was told this. A few other, of the same people, that appear and we appear on their shows, were told pretty much the same thing. Sideshow alone, for season 1, the deluxe best car. Sideshow handled 20,000 orders, if not more. Again, that's just for the deluxe. And I know the basic set was about half that. So figure 30,000 Beskar Mandos just for Sideshow and who they distribute for. Now, how much of the rest of the world that Sideshow doesn't distribute to were those orders for the rest of the world? So even just light numbers, even 15, 20,000 for the rest of the world, that's 50,000 Mandalorians with Beskar. Because the only difference between the two sets is the Grogus and a few accessories.
How
but essentially, you are looking at
Mando
50,000 Beskar Mandos that were made. That's probably an estimation. But that's probably within the realm of, legitimate numbers based on the deluxe only was 20,000 just to Sideshow for their orders. So.
How relevant is this new Mando going to be in the 2 years' time anyway? Here's the thing, though, Alex. Right now, with what's happening with The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, everything is, revolving around The Mandalorian. Mandalorian right now is the center of the universe, the galaxy at this point, for all Star Wars media. Everything connects to the Mandalorian. That's why they call it the Mandalorian verse. Like a lot of these shows that are coming out, that most of them, if not all of them, were based off the Mandalorian.
Exactly, because Mandalorians and the planet Mandalore, I don't know how much they've, recanonized, but in EU Legends, Mandalore and the Mandalorians were a huge deal in the Star Wars galaxy. A huge deal. They were literally on par with the Jedi. I mean, at some points they were more of an enemy to the Jedi than the Sith.
Exactly. With the Jedi and Sith, the one key factor that made the Sith different than the Mandalorians and why the Mandalorians were a lot dangerous, because the Sith Lords kept killing each other on top of the Jedi beating them. So you had a lot of a confrontation between the Sith Lords among each other and the Jedis. So the thing is, the Jedis were able to beat them a lot faster because the Sith Lords kept freaking killing each other. The Mandos, though, once you get one Mandalore to unite everybody and their mother, everybody gets a Mandalore. Every planet became Mandalore. You're Mandalorian. You're Mandalorian. Everybody's Mandalorian.
Yeah. I mean, and part of it too is also Tar Vizsla, the first Mandalorian who was a Jedi, and again, he was the one who created the Darksaber. And when he died, the Jedi put it in their archives. Mandalorians went and raided the temple and stole it back, and again, that's why it is unified as, the thing that unites the whole planet, because again, it's a Jedi weapon, and Jedi, that was wielded by a Mandalorian that was stolen from the Jedi. So I mean, there's that whole warrior code and ethics too. So.
But anyway, guys, the one thing I wanted to start off with. Before we start, please leave a like and comment through the comment section as of right now. Tell me your plans about what you're gonna do with this brand new Mandalorian. What you gonna do with all that Mando inside your junk. Okay, you're drunk or junk? I forgot the song. My bad.
I was Mando Monday coming up.
Mando Monday. Wait, is there a Mando Monday?
I don't know.
Wait,
it must be a Mando Monday. I wish it wasn't my payday.
Wait, isn't next week July 2nd? Aren't we supposed to get Toy Fair exclusives coming in?
Possibly.
Dude, what if we get the Mandalorian Luke? That's gonna be wild. These are my four.
No,
these are my four.
Like I've already people have already been doing memes of it, but like neon tech Mando with teenage Grogu. The black version with the light up visor and the Venomized Grogu. That was the best one I've seen. Yeah, Venomized Grogu.
So you're gonna get one Iron Man, of course. Maybe one Spider-Man. Mandalorian Luke.
I don't think you might get an Iron Man.
Cyborg.
I don't think Iron Man is gonna be one this year, because you can get last year's, the 2020 version of the Mark III, the clear plastic holographic version. That's on Amazon right now for $229 shipped.
Wait a minute. Dean Winchester saying, so you think Deluxe Mando will be the next Mark 50 and Mark 85? The next? It's already the Mark 50. It's already the Mark 85. Where have you been? No,
more stuff for the cockroaches to play with.
Exactly. It's going to be Keith Richards, Mark 50, Mark 85, Thor, and the Mark 50 accessories, and the freaking Mando Deluxe is going to be in the post-apocalyptic world with the roaches. Oh, look at that, Bob Dylan. Okay.
Check Mark 50.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my God. With all the Mark 50s they got, they're probably going to just make the neon tech Mark 50.
If they're going to do something like that, they better actually put like LEDs in the flight pack. And they better make, and if they're going to do it like a disco effect.
Give
them like 70s colors and just call them Disco Iron Man.
Disco Iron Man, get out of here. Get out. No, the neon techs are dead. The neon techs are not coming back. I think Toys Howard Chan, he realized his mistake. He's not coming back with a neon tech. You tried. You tried. Okay, you tried, but you didn't do. You had to do better. Yeah,
but and we said in our video yesterday, I honestly believe there'll be at least 2 or 3 more armor changes. At least 2 to 3 more armor changes. He'll paint his armor. Again, he'll change the plate on his leg. He'll change the knee pads. Something will happen. He'll paint his mask. He might get a different helmet. If he does actually, unite all the factions under Mandalore to take siege, to take the planet back, he might change his helmet to actually like one in the previous incarnations where it's got the different horns or, different insignia to signify that he is Mandalore. So.
Yeah, Denobi 2 put a good point on Osborne Effect in his stream, how superior product was previewed in the future and sales declined for in-stock products. Here's the thing, though. The Osborne Effect will probably affect the stores that are having the influx of these stocks still in their warehouses. But Hot Toys already made their money. They already laughed into the bank already.
Exactly. I
So
mean, we talked about this yesterday in our video. Again, from a business perspective, Hot Toys, everything they've made has already been sent to the ports. Now, whether it's shipped, whether it's waiting to get into the port, whether it's in somebody's stockroom, once Hot Toys has that money for the invoice that's paid, it's out of their hands. As far as a business production, they've sold out of their run, they've paid for it, and they're going to release the next product. Now,
yes,
I mean,
consume more
it's
product.
partial effect. I wouldn't call it a full effect, but there is partial effect.
Yeah,
but the partial effect is not hitting. Yeah, it's not hitting
Exactly.
the manufacturer. It's hitting the distributor and the retailers.
Okay, Alex is asking, how many of you have Iron Man posed with head sculpt pose anyway? I got a sense we all have head sculpts but pose figures with helmets on. Now, here's the thing though. I'm with the extra head sculpts I do have, I make third-party figures. I buy third-party figures. Hell, I bought a third-party Spider-Man from Don Prime over here for my other head sculpts, for my other Spider-Man head sculpts. There is options out there for your head sculpts. But as far as like a head sculpt on your actual Iron Man, the only two I see using the head sculpts on is the Mark 47 and the Mark 85 battle damage for that moment. That's going to be the snap moment. I need you to put this right here. The snap moment. That's going to be the head sculpt battle damage all day, day.
Yeah, I mean, I have customs. I've got a Stark in from Iron Man 2, the beginning, in a tux. And then I actually went out, I found a Hot Toys Iron Man body, the Reactor Creations body. Got the Super Duck nano sweatsuit, and built that. Got the metal glasses, and so I made basically a Mark 50 nano suit, right before he suits up. Now I've also seen other people, they took a Mark 50. It's not like there wasn't enough to find. And they cut it up, and they actually, they kind of did the same thing. They used an old Iron Man body, did a custom head, and they cut out and they customized it as a full transition. He was wearing the Super Duck suit, and then, they had parts that were cut from the Hot Toy, like, attached to him in a way that, with, like, transparent rods. That was insane. But that's, like, the only time I've ever seen that it looks good like that.
Yeah, I know JB Collections is on the comments as well, watching us. I would love to pull. I just remembered I wanted to show you the my Iron Man Mark 7, the helmet, like the head sculpt helmet for the Mark 7, the battle damage one. The mask cannot fit properly for hers, and I was gonna pull out mine to show it, but it's stuck into the Hulkbuster. I have the battle damage Mark 7 battle damage head sculpt on the Hulkbuster, which is pretty cool. I love that. I love using that battle damage half head sculpt from the Mark 7 and use it on a Hulkbuster. Like he just went through a battle with the Hulk.
Gotcha. So,
but anyway, Single Songwriter is in. Okay, Dean is like, are you guys getting the season 2 Mando Deluxe? Though I am, absolutely. I am getting it. I'm already have the Deluxe season 1 on shipped to me right now. I'm going to be using the Deluxe Season 1 Mando on the Swoop bike. And then I'm going to have the actual head sculpt from Pedro Pical's... sorry, I can't speak. Pedro's head sculpt on the actual Season 2 Mando. And then have him, have that tender moment with him and Grogu.
Yeah, I'm passing on it. Again, and because, one issue we brought up yesterday in our video is I don't trust their quote-unquote chrome plating. All right, because legitimate chrome plating goes through an electroplating process. And there are cheaper ways you can do, but this is going to basically be a paint, a sealant, and then they're going to hope it doesn't ship within 6 months, I'm not trusting the paint. I'm not trusting the application. I'm not trusting the sealant. I'm just not trusting this at all.
Now here's the thing, though. I spoke to Monica Du, right? He's been sending me all, either he or she has been sending me all these pictures, right? Of the Mandos. I'm actually going to show them here. And Monica told me that if it's anything like the endoskeleton of the Terminator, way back when they first released that with that chrome look, we should be fine. We should be fine.
Are you talking the T8, the original T800 or the Genesis T800?
The Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's anything like that one, the Genesis endoskeleton, we should be fine. We should be fine,
right.
Because I don't think they use a chrome paint on that.
Yeah, I had that. I sold that. That's like one of my biggest regrets. So
yeah, right. And it's still holding out. It's still holding up. That chrome is still holding up.
Okay, I mean, okay, I'll just be, it's just one of those things. There are different ways they could do it. If they actually told us how they did it, that probably alleviate a lot more fears. But still, again, as I keep saying, I have the Season 1, but I got a Season 2 kit 3D printed. I painted it up, and I'm happy with it. So, again, I essentially have a Season 1 and Season 2 kit. I just need to change parts out for whatever display I'm going with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Swoop bike, I might grab that as an individual piece, because I held off on the Scout bike, so I don't know.
Okay, so BMW says Justice Collection referred to the chrome plating for Mando Season 2 as a vacuum application. He says it should be sort of fragile. That's hurting me right now. That's hurting me.
Because vacuum application is technically not chrome plating. Chrome plating, it requires electroplating. You need to put it in water with other, the chemical applications in the chrome. It needs to go through a current, and the current needs to go through the water, and there's a whole, electrochemical process for it that legitimately called chrome plated. So, it's not chrome plated, not by any legitimate practical application of the term chrome plated.
All right, Thrawn. I'm content with Admiral Thrawn. Pleasure to have you.
My Lord Thrawn.
My Lord Thrawn. I'm content with my OG Durasteel Mando. Either way, I would be wary of pre-ordering before release, as Andor, Kenobi, Ahsoka. Other content will likely be out before we get this figure. That is true. That is true. That's facts. That is facts.
Again, Mando's gonna be in Book of Boba Fett. Din's gonna be in there. So, Book of Boba Fett might actually serve as season 2.5. Or, at least a mini series to spring off season 3 from season 2 and explain things. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, Alex, not DX13. It's the Terminator Genesis figure. The Endor skeleton that came out
the one with
a few years ago.
The different chest plate. The modified chest plate. So...
But anyway, guys, let's get right into business, because we only got 2 hours. Well, now we got hour and a half. So the reason why I want to bring up the Mandalorian Durasteel first. This is the OG Mandalorian. This is pretty much the one to have if you're collecting first, right? This figure is still holding up price-wise. Now, we did see the dip on the Mandalorian Deluxe Season 1 because of people trying to make sales as quickly as possible so they can move that towards the Season 2 Mando, which makes sense. The OG Mandalorian here, even when, right, we got the OG Mandalorian with the Blurrg 2-pack, this figure was still holding up its price between $350 to $400, and it might be going a little higher, later. Because the thing is, a lot of people are not going to spend $600 just to get the Blurrg and Mando pack. Because, one, they don't have the spacing, and two, they don't want to spend literal $600 on something they might not be able to resell later, as quickly as possible. The thing is, you might as well just spend $350 now or $400 now on the Mandalorian here, OG Mandalorian by itself, versus getting a hassle, which will be, the hassle is the Blurrg, unfortunately. Because a lot of people are already complaining about how big it is and, the pricing.
Yeah, it's essentially a giant paperweight.
Exactly.
So, it's a paperweight that displays well.
Yeah, it displays very well. I'm still gonna get it. I'm still gonna get the OG Mando with the Blurrg, because it's gonna be a different figure. But this one right here, the reason why I brought him up first, because this one will be the Grail. Unless Hot Toys comes out maybe in a flashback in season 3, or maybe a flashback in damn Book of Boba Fett. If they bring back this figure, then more than likely, guys, if this look pops up again sometime in a flashback in season 3 or Book of Boba Fett, sell this figure because they will pop up a promo edition, kind of like what they did with the Spider-Man promo edition for the tech suit in Far From Home. They did it plenty of times. They have done promo editions plenty of times where they brought back certain figures, and one of them was Spider-Man.
Yep. I mean, and again, they've done it for random figures too. Again, they did a Stormtrooper that no one saw. You know, the Executioner Stormtrooper. They released that 4 months before Force Awakens. No, Last Jedi came out.
Yeah, Last Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. I don't remember the name.
Yeah. Most of my anxiety when it comes to like being constantly optimistic now is because of Last Jedi. Man, watching Last Jedi was like a bad breakup, bro. It was a bad breakup. I was depressed for months. Not gonna lie.
I came out of the theater. Was that good or was that bad? Like, because you didn't know what to think. It's like, what'd you do to my boy Luke?
Man, not attacking the fans that are watching that didn't enjoy the Last Jedi or enjoy the sequels. That's great job. That more power to you. But for me, I was hurt.
Yeah, that wasn't the Luke I grew up on.
Exactly. I didn't start collecting Hot Toys till Mandalorian came out. Like Star Wars Hot Toys, anyway. Newer figures. I was collecting some of the older figures, but as far as like getting back into the game again, yeah. But anyway, before we continue, let me go through the comments here. The age of reissues. So, so no worry for missing out any Mando. Oh, now the Hot Toys Golden Boy are Mando.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, at this point, one way or another, I do think we'll see the suit again. If they're doing a lot of backstories and flashbacks for Book of Boba Fett anyway, which is confirmed by Tamora Morrison himself. So why not the chance of, Din and Boba talking, and then he explains, his upbringing as a foundling, and we see him get that armor. Except it's all brand new and all clean.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's the battle damage version, and we'll get the clean version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could happen. Like, literally, let me see. Do I have the Death Watch here? Okay, cool. I was going to show that. Okay, so let me show that. You know what's funny? The Death Watch Blue Mando is pretty much similar to the OG Mando. Look at that. In armor. The chest plate is very similar. Even the thigh plate. This is very similar.
Well, he has 2 thigh plates, too.
They have 2 thigh plates, too. So, literally, the OG Mando was pretty much based off this armor. Maybe based off the color suit. Just that it's been rusting. Maybe he did start out with blue. And then ended up becoming a more reddish color because of the rust.
Possibly. But, yeah. Essentially, that's what, potentially we could see him repaint his armor partially like that. Again, we could see, that just screams repaint. Again, add some horns, and then you got Maul's followers. Paint it white, then you've got potential for the Super Commandos. So, I mean, that's literally like a clone. You just keep putting different paint on it, and you have the different factions with minor accessory changes. And minor detailing to the helmets.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for Hot Toys to play with. And that's why I'm also going to bring up right now is the current Deluxe Mando that's in stock. And we already talked about it. We already joked about it already over here. Is the fact that this one is going to sit for a while. This one will hit free shipping, this kind of price, possibly very soon. Because
this will get free shipping and 10% discount.
Yes. Because there were a lot of pre-orders on this, and there's a lot of hype for this damn figure. A lot of hype. There were literally people selling this right when more batches were coming out. They were literally selling this for $400 on eBay, $500 tops, because people couldn't get this figure over here in our states. So people were literally just buying this through eBay just to get it. Because literally, because of, with the shipping, docks, and the pandemic, nobody could get this Mando between December and now. Now it finally hit. That's the funny thing. The Mandalorian Deluxe here is finally shipping out, right? And now Hot Toys just drops us another Deluxe. Hey guys, another one.
I mean, but the thing is, this potentially screws over Sideshow, because this thing has been so delayed. Again, people can cancel, get their NRD back, and then say, you know what, I'm going to put that on the new one, the new deluxe version for $375. So, I mean, and it's one of those things. Sideshow's probably not happy either.
Yeah, they probably got
a lot of dead stock.
They probably got a lot of calls like, "Hey, can I cancel this? But we can't give you the NRD back." They're probably running around with their NRDs.
I mean, it's been delayed long enough for you to get your NRD back. I mean,
ooh, that's right.
Especially if you were one of the earlier orders.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll adjust. So, yeah, Thrawn. That's it right there.
Hot Toys another new banner. Oh shit! Here we go again.
No, it's probably
I would turn around and do the walk, but I don't got no space over here. Oh shit! Here we go again.
No. It's literally somebody there's throwing up the paper, going, "Oh shit! Here we go again."
I already had this version, and it's good enough for me. This will be the only version of Mando I have. Hey, more power to you. The thing is, this ain't a bad figure. This is not a bad figure. I am still getting it. There's still options for me.
I have this, but I just added the upgraded parts I bought, and painted them. So there's nothing wrong with this figure. Absolutely. I mean, if you want this, and you're unsure of the chrome, this is the figure to get. And you can get additional parts. I mean, hell, there are customizers. If you want to spend the money, you can go right now to, again, the Art 15, they're on Facebook, they're out of France. They make their own third-party chrome armor in its actual real, chrome, the real process. They have the helmet, they have the gauntlets, the chest plate, the back armor pieces, the hip armor, and the jetpack, all on die cast. It's pricey, but if you don't want to wait and you can get it now, or you can get the season 2 parts. You can paint those. Again, if you don't have to get the figure, you don't have to drop $330. Again, if you are willing to put in a little bit of work, or if you want to spend a little bit of money and get it now, again, you don't have to wait till 18 months down the road for this. You can do things to get it to the way you want to look now.
Yep, that's another thing. I think Hot Toys was looking at a lot of collectors doing this with their Mandos, and they were like, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, I think it was still in the works. I think it was still in the works. That new Mando was coming in, just that they decided to come in to release it early. I literally thought we probably waited maybe towards the end of the year until everybody got their Mandos, but it was a weird release flex. Hey, if Hot Toys wants to release it, that's all. Hey, more power to you, Hot Toys. But you gotta understand that the reaction was crazy.
Yeah, because what they're releasing now would essentially be when we first see Din in Book of Boba, that's essentially what he's going to be seen at. That would have been the perfect time to release it. Then it could have been Book of Boba, Din Djarin, or Book of Boba the Mandalorian.
Book of Boba the Mandalorian.
And people would have bought it because guess what? It's the Mandalorian, but now it's from a different series. It would have counted as a different appearance in a different show. So therefore, I just don't know on this. I mean, business-wise, I don't think it's the smartest decision.
Okay, so let me see. So Dean Winchester did say Season 2 cape and Beskar armor is slightly battle damage, though. Did you realize that? Especially the cape is considered battle damage. So I want both Season 2 and 1 variants, and that is why. Yeah, there's a lot of differences between this one and, of course, the chrome as well. But another thing, I think we're getting a wired cape with that. I think we're getting a wired cape with the we'll get to that deluxe Mando, but from the pictures, I think we are getting a wired cape with that. So that's even added more badassery for that. That's the thing, though. That I feel that's more the season 2 Mandalorian Deluxe is the definitive Mando currently before he transitions to a new look or a new color, which might happen. It might happen. Season 3, we might see the Golden Boy Mandalore or Death Watch Mandalore. And it's gonna get wild. The thing is, I feel like I think we talked about this. We might see two more Mandos, two more Mando looks before we get to a definitive last Mandalorian.
Gotcha. Now Alex asks, so if you go on Facebook, it's Art15 Custom and Collector.
Arc 15. Okay. Let me see. So, hey, spell that for me, so I could put that.
ART 15 Custom and Collector. He's the guy that does a lot of Star Wars work, and he makes the chrome armor.
All right, so I'm just going through the comments here. Okay, Lane Kerr gives lots of flexibility on which Mando you want to place it on. I think the OG Mando would actually look best on the Swoop bike since they both are dirty. Yeah. Actually, I've heard people already saying they might want to. They since they already got the OG Mando, they're probably going to put the OG Mando on the Swoop bike. It makes sense because the Swoop bike is bow damage and the OG Mando's bow damage, so it fits well.
Exactly. So,
is the current Beskar is gorgeous? Yeah. But I feel like both Beskars are gorgeous. Both the deluxe Mando we see here with the child and the Chrome Mandalorian. The thing is that I feel that a lot of collectors are very troubled by this is because the fact that I know we get different Bobas like every so often, maybe in between 2 years, and Darth Vader's as well, depending on the 40th anniversaries or depending on what comes out next with Boba in a show or a movie. But the one thing we knew is that we had time in space wise for these figures. For Mandalorian, Mando literally a year and a half, not even 2 years, we got literally 4 different Mandos on the market. That has never happened before with characters. The only ones that do happen that way, get pumped up as fast, is the Iron Mans and the Spider-Mans.
Yep.
And that's what's crazy.
Exactly.
And let me see. Let's see. Nate, you mentioned you were going to show some pictures about the Chrome chipping, right? Photos. Not chipping. It was more of the quality of the shine,
the finish and the overall texture and application.
Yeah. Nothing on the chipping yet. But they will, if it's any chipping, they will see it over there in HK first, and they will probably see photos of it chipping. I'm not sure we've seen. Has that ever happened before, where someone posted pictures of prototypes having issues, literally that are displayed at secret base? Or Hot Toys pretty much catches that before it gets released.
I like the display figures is literally perfect.
Literally perfect.
With the implication that it has to be perfect. There can be no imperfections in it. Now, granted, it'll tell you it's a prototype, especially with the face sculpt. Like work in progress, it's a prototype. So basically, the head sculpts are kind of given leeway, saying it's a work in progress. But the figure itself, they want it to be immaculate.
Immaculate. I love that
word.
Word. Immaculate. Yeah, because they're like pretty much they're selling cars. Like
exactly.
I like how Justin puts it sometimes. Like Hot Toys, it's like selling cars. They're displaying them. Okay, so here's the few photos. Let me see. I'm trying to get to the photos here. There you go. Okay, I found it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to have it set up before I put it up. So yeah, here's some of the photos that Monica sent me, and Monica did tell me that I can start, mentioning her. So, where is it? Cool. You see, I was saying my Bothan spy, but yeah. There is the Mando right there. Well, I can't go any further than that. That's what I have so far. I got more pictures uh, messaged to me. So pretty much, as you can see, let me see if I can pull this up a bit more like this. Yeah, that's a little better. So from here, you can see that the one thing I did want to mention is that the reflection is freaking beautiful. Like literally, when Monica was there, like the reflection from the camera was literally coming off from that chrome.
Damn.
Look at that. Look at that chromeness. Look at that shine on the helmet, though. No,
Damn. That I mean, the feedback off the chest plate is insane.
and not as chrome as people think. I think it's because of the photography that we're using, but also it tends to happen with the lighting as well. But it's still a lot more chrome than the freaking Mando we have as of right now.
Yeah, I mean it's shiny.
It's shiny. There you go.
Shiny.
Look at there's a better picture right here. Look at the shine. Look at that shine. Look at it. It's very shiny. I like it. I like it.
I mean, and the signet is different too. Again, as
Oh,
far
that
as
is
it's more
look at
raised
it.
and there's a black outline around it. So again, that's probably they redid it a little bit for the chrome effect to hit it even harder. Because again, I mean, at least they're trying to do it right. Because where the eye socket and the inlays where the mouth would be, it looks disoriented, like it would is actually welded on instead of just stamped on. That's why you see like that black outline from the weld marks.
Yeah, I see that from here now.
Okay.
So there is modifications. The Hot Toys is updating this. It's like this is literally a 3.0. Like literally, like they've done the work here to make this better. Just that I think it was just too soon for the release, but that's what Hot Toys wanted to do. You can't change that. You can't change what Hot Toys wants to do. And here's from the back. That chromeness, chrome.
Yeah, that means either. I mean, it's gonna be a fingerprint magnet no matter what.
Yeah, that's the only thing though. Ah, man. What if this gets scratched up as you displaying it, man? That's gonna hurt so bad.
Rub and buff, rub and buff.
Yeah, this is gonna
So
hurt. I hated seeing the season one Beskar Rusty thigh plate. That's why I'm getting this version. No, no, that's yeah. I already heard there's a lot of issues with the first Mando, season one, and here's the thing though. I remember when they were first talking about this figure, right? The first season one Mando when it first got released. A lot of people were complaining that the chromeness or the shine it was not screen accurate, right? And then when we got the chrome, finally get the chrome, people were already complaining that it wasn't screen accurate. I was like, wait a minute, what do you mean? Like it's not always that chrome. I'm like, wait a minute, you were complaining that it wasn't chrome enough, and now you're saying that it's too much chrome.
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's chromy enough or it doesn't have enough chrome. My only issue is how they're actually doing it.
Yeah, yeah. That's my issue too because I feel that we might. Okay, so that's just one of the cool things over there at Secret Base that have these displays. What if Hot Toys starts selling displays for pre-orders? Depending on your display case or your display options.
Like a diorama series, they have done it before. They did a Mark III diorama series for Iron Man. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. They haven't done it in a while, but they have done it. So then it was like it was part of the Mark III armor. It was like not a gantry, but it had the crane, had batteries, had different wires. The armor still lit up. So, I mean, it was intricate. I mean, and still, even now, the thing goes for $400 or $500. So,
I agree with Single Samurai. There is darker moments with. I think it's because it pertains to more of this of selling the scene, depending on the moments. And I feel that there's a lot of inaccuracies with the chromeness because there's moments where, like in season 1, his chromeness was freaking fresh. It was fresh.
Yes,
Now,
exactly.
this
So
is the original. This is the original one. This is the original one. And when I was getting sent the pictures, they were comparing each other, and the chromeness is different. The one thing I did enjoy though, of course, the crotch. No, but no, seriously though, look, like it's not bending, it's flush, so you don't have to worry if you're gonna use the Mando on the scout bike. You don't have to worry about it, the actual padding in the bottom to start bending. So I don't know if this is going to translate well with the actual production, but that's one thing to keep in note, that if you're going to use your Mando on the scout bike, just be careful. Like this seems flushed, but that's the only thing though, that you might be bending that part of the pads on the in the crotch area because of the seating arrangement.
true, yep. I mean,
But
I think the bike almost at certain points was designed more for the Scout Trooper and IG-11, considering they have magnets in the bottom of their feet.
yeah,
So
this swoop bike is going to be a lot of fun. This swoop bike is going to be a lot of fun. Um, anyway, let's see. What was in my next side I wanted to talk about? Let me see. So, okay, we already talked about the Mandalorian Child Deluxe. Okay. I think we already talked about the Mandalorian Blurrg. I don't think we have to get too deep into it. Okay, let me see the Mandalorian. Let me see. Wait, actually, let me look up. Let me put up the Mandalorian Blurrg because I gotta remember the pricing. I want to make sure. Yeah, $555 freaking dollars for this.
triple nickel.
Triple. That triple
cost you a
nickel.
triple nickel.
Cost you a freaking triple nickel. That's hilarious. That's the thing though. Not even 600. You're gonna have to spend about 630, 650 tops just to get yourself OG Mandalorian, an updated OG Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's big money. I'm good with it. I'm not gonna grab it. I'm not even thinking about it. Again, for me, that it's a waste of space.
Oh, it is a waste of space.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know some
Yeah,
people absolutely love that and they want to display that and they're making room for it. Yeah, great on them, you know. But for me, my needs, this was a look and immediate pass. I'm
yeah.
not saying it doesn't look good. It's just, again, not for me.
You know what's funny? Monica said that the actual Blurrg is literally a small dog. It's from your feet to your freaking knee. It's a literal small dog, man.
Then we're getting. Then I mean, again, that's a dewback right there. Like I've said before, you extend the body, you change the facial features, and then you change out the front arms to legs. You got yourself a dewback.
But the dewback is going to be twice this much, man. It literally is going to run you about
and
1,000.
that will sell though. That will sell. It's an iconic OT character with a sand trooper. That would sell. That could be 650, 700, and you come with like a storm with the sand trooper, the sand trooper commander. Absolutely, that would sell. Heartbeat. You know how much the sideshow one goes for still as a statue? Thousands, like $1,000.
Wow. See, Anakin twins. Where do you think all the prototypes are kept? That would be an amazing collection. Shazam, Cyborg, Padme, CW, Obi-Wan, Lobot. Blurrg is 2 feet by 2 inches. Wow, 2 feet. Wow.
2 feet by 2 inches. Yeah. That's yeah.
Obviously, I get a dewback over the Blurrg. That seems like a lot of people are more. Well, the dewback is, of course, more iconic than the damn Blurrg. Blurrg has just recently been in the spotlight thanks to Dave Filoni. But other than that, I wouldn't mind getting a dewback if they put it up for pre-order. I wouldn't mind getting a dewback because I'm getting 2 sand peoples. Hell, throw in a Tusken Raider on the damn dewback and call it a day. No, not a dewback.
Are you
Um,
sure? A bantha?
why am I thinking about the freaking why am I thinking of Tuscan Raider and Bantha? My bad.
I'm just gonna
What if
say
a
too how big a bantha would be, right?
yeah? I'm just thinking about it right now. A Bantha, a Bantha. Shoot. Now I can see a dewback happening, but a Bantha though.
Like they do a bantha for a flex for a show at or a convention. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they've done this Anakin Starfighter, they've done the Falcon, both the actual full size 1/6 version and the cockpit. So
Damn. Now, yeah, I think a dewback. I think a dewback is much more doable than an actual Bantha. Because Bantha, who's gonna buy that? Bantha, let's see, a dewback would be pushing what 800 tops.
750, 700, something like that. Yeah, because again, yeah, I'd say about 7 to 750 because
So,
you have to extend the mold out. You have to change the front arms to legs. You have to change the facial features. Then you're throwing in a stormtrooper. Well, sand trooper, so he's going to have a different helmet, or at least the visor's going to have to be different. He's going to have the survival backpack. Yeah, I'm still 7 to 750. A dewback and a snow trooper, sand trooper. That's what I would say.
Sand Trooper.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that bowl and Jimmy Hoffa. You guys are out of your mind. You guys are talking about rated Hot Toys secret base just to get some prototypes. Just to get the prototypes. Wasn't there a dewback in Mandalorian? There was actually. There was a moment when Mando had to ride his happy ass back to
Oh yeah.
Mos Eisley.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, we might get a freaking dewback. We might get a dewback for Mandalorian. But that's the thing though, if this Blurrg does well, I wonder if that will translate better for Hot Toys to do more creature vehicles. Because I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get it because of the Blurrg not doing so well, you know?
True, so.
Heck, I'll raise Secret Base to get the Jedi Starfighter, bruh. Yo, you know what's gonna happen though? Ocean 11, Ocean 11, but with Star Wars characters. Star Wars collectors dressed up as Star Wars characters to raid Secret Base.
Putting team together of individuals with different skills. Yeah, see.
Oh man. I was crying a minute. I was crying for a minute. That'll be a beautiful moment. But the one thing I do want to say though, that I am actually disappointed now. I'm slightly disappointed. I just realized something. The one figure that's going to hurt big time is not going to be the 1/6 scale Mando. It is going to be the Mandalorian Deluxe quarter scale.
Yeah, like who's gonna buy that at this
Who's
point?
going to buy this now? This is outdated. This is an outdated figure now compared to what we see with the newly revealed Deluxe Mando. Who's going to get this now? Who? Like, Hot Toys
Yeah.
can pop out of nowhere like, hey, you know what? Let's drop another quarter scale Mando.
Or unless this one's gonna get updated. So.
I canceled mine this morning. You see? Who's going to get this?
Yep.
Oh, who's going to get this now? Because they literally could come out with next year or so, a quarter scale Mando. Hell, we have how many quarter scale Iron Mans? 5 at this point?
Well, I've got one of them. So yeah, and then the reissue of the 42.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Maybe the final release of it will be shiny.
Well, and the funny thing is, at Disneyland, and any other place that has like Avengers Campus and on the Disney Cruise Lines, since the Avengers Campus opened, they're going to be selling life-size versions of the Mark 80, which is the Disney suit that's supposed to take the place between the 50 and the 85. So For all you know, you could see there's a Mandalorian Disney only version of this costume as well. And I mean, I'm not pulling that out because there's the Disney has Star Wars cruises, so there might be a version of the Mandalorian his armor that's only going to be for Disney and their cruises. So again, there's another potential armor that they can change it to.
Yeah, at the moment, I haven't pre-ordered this yet. I was looking to pre-order, but I'm not sure now. I am not sure now. I don't know because this is the first quarter scale Mando. I might still get it because it is the first. But yet again, I would like a Chrome Deluxe Mando. You know, with the head sculpt, they'll probably throw in the head sculpt. Hell, throw in a bow damage head sculpt with it. Like this one, be the quarter scale man. The next quarter scale Mando having the bow damage head sculpt with it. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Are you out of your damn mind? No. Are you out of your damn? Oh crap! I threw that way too far. Now I don't know
get
what
stuck
else.
on the camera again.
No, it went beyond the camera. I don't know where it went now. Damn it! So now I gotta find something else to throw. Okay, but anyway, yeah. Buy because you love it, latest or not. You're right though. You're right. I'm probably gonna fall into um okay. Well, let's see. What happens? What happens when you're in class and you're forced to do something out of the group trying to get you to do something? What was it?
Voluntold?
No, it's a phrase.
I don't know. I mean, just military wise, we always you're voluntold you're doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it because I did the same thing with my 2 royal guards. I wasn't even gonna get 2 royal guards. I was gonna get 1.
Yeah, if you get one, you have to get the other.
There you go. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Peer pressure. Yes. Peer freaking pressure. There you go. Peer freaking pressure. I got peer pressure.
Just remember, when it comes to the royal guards, 1 is none, and 2 is 1.
2 is 1. Wow.
Meaning that's the one collection you need.
Yeah, I got peer pressured into buying 2 royal guards. Originally, I was going to buy 1 royal guard and then 1 Sith trooper from sequel trilogy, and everybody just attacked me. Bros, just get 2 royal guards. Forget about the Sith trooper. Get the 2 royal guards. And I got the 2 royal guards and never regretted it.
Well, you do know they go in pairs. They always go in pairs.
Yeah, they always go in pairs.
I don't know if you've seen it, and I think we've talked about it before, is the deleted scene from Empire. Right before when Vader goes to see Palpatine, when Palpatine's like, I told you to remain on the command ship, there's literally a scene where he choke force Admiral Jajard, because Emperor Palpatine said no one comes up, not even Vader. And then, again, there's 2 royal guards at the bottom of his elevator, and they go straight up to attack Vader. So, again, they're always in pairs. So
all the good advice you gave us, and you're picking this up. What the? Yeah. Hey, I haven't picked it up yet. I have not picked it up yet. All right, y'all. Okay, so give me time. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna drop $200 of reward points on this. You never know. Okay. Let me see. I peer pressured someone into buying a hot toy Cody. He was going to wait until Rest came out to get a hot toy, and I told him he was stupid not to pick up the Cody at retail. Oh God! Oh man, he's walking on thin ice. If he didn't get that Cody.
It's not peer pressure when you tell someone if they want it to buy it at the cheapest price available. That's just common sense. So
that's true. Star Killer. Best choice ever made in that game, 2 royal guards. Imagine you got the Sith trooper and you would be kicking you. Yeah, I would have been kicking myself in the butt right now. Because I love my display now. I love my 2 royal guards right behind the throne with Palpatine. I love that. You can't even do that with the Sith trooper. With the royal, it just wouldn't have fit well. So yeah. I made the right decision to gain 2 royal guards versus 1 royal guard and then 1 Sith trooper.
Yeah, I mean, I have an acrylic stair stand, so I have the 2 royal guards in behind, Emperor Palpatine, and he's standing up watching Luke and Vader fight, So, again, if you want to pull that off, you need the 2 guards.
I've never been this much conflicted about picking up a figure since the 2 royal guards. and this is the Mandalorian Deluxe right now. Every figure that's come out, I always pretty much figured out if I'm going to get it or not. This one right here is a complication because I know Hot Toys is going to come out with another quarter scale with the chromeness. I know. I'm telling myself right now, they're going to do it. They are
I
going
mean,
to
what if
do
they
it.
announce they're gonna upgrade it?
Oh, if they upgrade this, if they update everything with it in the same figure, I'll get it. Without a doubt, I get it. Without no head sculpt, I get it. I'll get it. Like, because the thing is, and the next one comes with a head sculpt, I'll just buy that one and display it with the head sculpt. Just that the thing is, I don't want to get this one, and then I feel like at least I know what I'm gonna do with the Deluxe Season 1 Mando. The Deluxe Season 1 Mando, I know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna display it with the freaking Swoop bike. Okay? This here, what I'm gonna do with it if the Chrome one comes out with the head sculpt. Actually, you know what? If I get this, I'll just move the head sculpt over here on the Deluxe Mando over here and call it a day. I don't know. Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, now I'm talking myself into buying it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You see, you out of your mind. You out of your mind. You out of your mind. Let me see. I just throw my what's one of the minions? One of my boys' minions. I forgot what's my boy's name. What's the guy from Final Fantasy VII? Sephiroth. One of Sephiroth's little freaking minions. Get out of your mind.
You've got me at a blank there, man. I didn't play Final Fantasy.
Okay,
but the most I've seen is the movie Spirits Within.
I messed up my camera. But anyway, get it. You won't regret it after you open the box. Alberta, 2 months, so the fuss has died down. I'd buy both. They are awesome. Season 1 Mando is legendary, especially that scene with the blaster. Come on. The 1/4 scale Mando with chrome and head sculpt will release when the one starts shipping. I swear that's what's going to happen right there. The 1/4 scale Mando with chrome and head sculpt will release when this one starts shipping. And probably that's the one that's going to have like all the changed up pieces. Actually, I just messed this up because I hit it. There you go. That's better. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna have all the bells and whistles that are missing from this. You know, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, man. This is very conflicting to me. But that the quarter scale Grogu is real nice though. Not gonna lie. Hell, the quarter scale Grogu is so nice. People are literally buying it by itself.
Yep, definitely.
If I could find a picture, if I could find a damn picture of the Grogu, literally, you don't have the Grogu here. I know the Grogu's right here. There you go. Usually they had it by itself, but that's the most I can do. Waiting to drop my points on Hot Toys TCW Obi-Wan, and if they don't release him, I'll drop it all on a Mythos statue. Do the figures in sealed box still flake if the medium's hot? Oh boy. Oh,
yes,
man.
my child. Yes. Oh, young new one. Absolutely. Sometimes they'll be worse in the box because it acts as like an easy bake oven. Because at least when it's outside, there's air circulation. Again, if it's in the box, if it's in heat, humidity, not temperature controlled, climate controlled, it'll be worse in the box than outside.
Dude, it's an easy bake oven in there, bro, for those Hot Toys in the boxes. Never, even if you got one new. This is the problem when I talk to people when they ask me, should I buy a newly sealed figure? It just depends. What are you getting? If you're getting a figure that has pleather, like the Darth Vader, if you're getting a newly sealed figure that's a Darth Vader, you want to be sure that newly sealed figure was kept in the properly climated room, because once you open that up and reveal that Vader, you let's say it's a Rogue One Darth Vader, newly sealed, right? That figure is going for what? $500-$600, right? You get it, and it literally, it's the pleather is flaking around you, deteriorating as you're picking it up from the damn coffin it was in. So, yeah, guys, don't do that. Don't do that, because you're risking your figure by doing that. You have better chance of the figure lasting longer outside the box than within.
Oh, absolutely.
What about the BBTS regular Batman figure?
Especially.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He's like one of the
yeah,
worst victims of it.
yeah. I've seen more posts on that than anything. I've seen more posts about the BVS regular Batman deteriorating. I actually, yeah, that reminds me, I need to 303 my
Yeah, that's like
my
maybe I should
Batman.
hit Vader's body up again.
Yeah, yeah, you're making me want to 303 my Darth Vader's right now. Yeah, I just 303 the Darth Vader you sent me a while back. The Sideshow one. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just 303 that one. Now, this week I'm gonna 303 my Anakin's and Vader's display. I didn't have time to 303 them, so I'm gonna take care of them this week. So now I have better space to carry because literally I took the entire Star Wars shelf and just put it on my table. It's literally double what I have with Marvel figures.
Yeah. 303, it's a protectant. Now, again, that's in the name of a product, but it's also kind of a generic term in the 1/6 scale community as a protectant. You put that on leather or the pleather material. It's a sealant. It basically it keeps the material crisp and it fills it with moisture. Because pleather, leather, the minute it loses moisture, it gets hard, it cracks, then it starts to flake and disintegrate. So again, it's like your skin. You put moisturizing stuff on your skin when you get dry skin or to prevent it, same thing. And then there's other stuff you can put varnish on it or sealant. Again, depending on you want. You can put clear, you can put matte, satin. But again, the point is, if you want to go beyond just putting protectant on it, you can actually seal the pleather belts on Star Wars figures.
Oh yeah, I did the 303 and I sealed it with my satin protectant, satin sealer, where it's a clear leather sealer, and I did it all my boots, all my Star Wars boots, I didn't do it on the Vader because that's so much sealing. I'm like, nah, I just 303 it, but I did it all my belts and my boots for Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, on my custom pauldron I'm making, for the leather strap, I'll grab it in a second. I actually just use normal, acrylic sealant. And this is actual, real leather from a bag. So give me.
How many 303 wipes do you use your Vader? I only just use one. I just use one
Down for
303
the
wipe
count.
on my Vader. Who went down?
Oh no, my pauldron, I dropped it. So this is my custom pauldron I made. So it's actually 3D printed. And the strap right here, this is a leather strap that I took from a saddlebag and painted it black, and then I coated it with sealant. So it's, in some of the higher end, like Indiana Jones, this is the same material, like the belt and the holster for the weapon and stuff will be. So again, at a minimum, you need to put the protectant on it, and then if you want to go further, you go with the sealant.
Do you have to treat the Mando straps as well? You can. You can. I think there's parts pleather on the straps. I had to go through it again because I haven't treated my Mandos yet because they're brand new. My Mandos are brand new, so I really don't have to treat them at the moment. But I think the pleather straps are on the rifle. I think those are the pleather.
I'm looking at Mando right now, and I'm trying to think. Crap. Now you got me thinking.
Yeah, I gotta. Okay, single star rare is like, Don. Hey, Don Prime, you want to make another two more? One orange and one white.
I mean, these are off of Shapeways. They cost $16. Just Google 1/6 pauldron and Stormtrooper. I mean, as long as you know what you're doing, order it in the gray. Give it a good couple of washes and sandings. Put a base primer down. Let it dry for a bit. Sand it. Then put your second coat down. Put some sealant on it. Paint whatever color you want. Then reseal that. And then I went even further. I actually, after did the seal, I put an additional Rust-Oleum, actual acrylic clear coat on it, and it's been sitting for 3 days. So I'm gonna wait a couple more days, and then I actually have a Boba Fett cape. I got loose the gray one, and I'm actually going to install it on the back to give him a cape. So.
But all right, guys. Before we continue, please hit the likes. We're at 64, 65 people. I think we were at 70 at one point. And thank you for all those that are staying and watching us.
Thank
Just
you.
hit that like. The likes do help with the algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe.
Yes, indeed. Hit that subscribe button. Smash it.
Wait a minute. Are you spraying a toy or a car? Hey, treating these figures is like freaking treating a car with wax. Like literally. Like when you're waxing up, cleaning and waxing your car, I feel the same way when I'm doing my figures.
Yeah, I mean, it's just taken, honestly, it took me 30 minutes to do, 40 figures. It's not like you have to be meticulous, and it's just put a decent amount on there, wipe off any excess, let it dry, make sure there's no gunk and buildup. I mean, and again, you're just protecting, for lack of a better word, investment.
Hit the like. Let's do the secret base heist. I love that. That sort of rhymes right there. Hit the like, baby. Hit the like. Let's do the secret base heist, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get the team together. Let's get Bounty Hunter together. Let's Boba Fett, Darth Vader, the works. We're going in. We're going in for that Jedi Starfighter. Release the Jedi Starfighter, and then also release Cyborg. We gotta get
Yeah.
our boy back as well. Which I'm still thinking we might still get a Cyborg for Toy Fair exclusive. That's one of the best ways to get rid of that figure, and cut down productions because it'll be a limited figure. So I'm okay getting the Cyborg, but I think it'll be better for Hot Toys to just cut all the freaking discussions about it and finally release it.
Yeah. Anakin's twins. I thought this was the Hot Toys job. When did it ever become Nate's job or Nate's 11?
Nate's 11. Oh my god, that should be a shirt. Oh my god, Nate's 11.
God, I mean, and if anyone you've ever seen the second, you've seen Ocean's 12, that line is exactly, when they called it,
No Lobot love. Here's the thing though, Lobot was never a prototype though, right? There was never a prototype for Lobot.
No.
So how do we know there's a Lobot in there? Like we never know, I just know what we have for the heist. Like I know what's out there for the heist. As far as Lobot is concerned, they are the only one at the moment that I definitely want to get is that.
Well,
Padme.
I mean, it depends on what you want. If you're looking for the rarest Hot Toy ever made, it's not at Hot Toys.
Lobot's 11, Mando 11, everything 11.
This is called the secret base job. Come on.
Could you guys make a video about how to protect these fake leathers made figures and other tips and tricks? Hey, we can do a stream together. Just show off what we have and then just talk about it. We could do that.
Yeah, I'd grab my Vader right now, but he's all hooked up to my soap reactor, so.
Yeah, well, we could see about doing that for you guys. So we could do a stream, just have one figure that we can work with, like my Vader, and then just show how we progress with it. We could do that.
Yeah, I mean, different techniques, different products. Again, I use one product, Nate uses another. Different products, different kits, but they do essentially the same thing. My kit, I've got the coating, and I've got like a makeup brush. I've got different. I even have like a squeezer, like a mini air pusher. It came with my kit. So again, it's all about what you have. Like, I mean, I even have an actual mini air blower. To clean, my figures, and has different brush heads, so I can go real light, real easy, or if I just want to do a bust out, I can go full pop, max power without any heads on it and just clear, the whole display out.
Mm-hmm. And it gets wins with the Order 66. Order 66, them likes. We had 66 people watching. Order 66, baby.
Alexa, Order 66.
Oh boy.
Yes, my lord. Hold on. I'm not a clone trooper.
I do that every time.
I love it. Okay, dibs on the Jedi Starfire and Airborne Trooper. Hey, man. I'm just doing the heist. Y'all end up, pretty much getting the spoils and figure out divvying up the spoils among the group. I'm just doing the heist just for fun.
Yeah, the rarest one is the Kevin Feige Hot Toy.
The Kevin Feige hot toy. Oh my
And
god.
that's not at Secret Base.
Where is that?
That's probably either at Kevin Feige's house or at his main office. Um, so, I mean, and then potentially we're talking about breaking into the mouse's house. Then that's literally that security would rival a silo. If we're literally
that'd
gonna
be
get
Nate
on
12.
that route, so to say, a groundhog could nest and they'd know about it.
Oh man, that'd be Nate's 12 or Mando
Yeah.
12s or Lobot 12s. Oh my god, different titles. Let me see.
So-
I waited too long for my 215.16 Han Solo boots. At the time, I was a collector alone on an island. I had no idea there was more of us when I first got the hand in HK. Oh wow. Yeah, you guys are wild. We're out of our minds, baby. We are out of our freaking minds. And also, everyone, we thank you for commenting on our new out of your mind segment. Yep. It's people thought it was actually a stream. No, it wasn't. It's an actual video segment that we're actually doing.
Long video.
Ended up being a long video because of a lot of stuff we were talking about.
Yeah.
But we might not turn it into a stream. I just want to keep it as a video segment. We might turn it into a stream later on. But right now, it's a video segment where we go back to other older figures as well, either newer figures or older figures, and talk about how out of your mind Hot Toys is releasing this the way it was. That's the key. Or Hot Toys, other 6-scale figures out there, the pricing, or 3-0, other companies.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like for example, the new company that's doing the Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. That's an out of your mind, but like an are you out of your mind? This is absolutely amazing because not only does it have all the little details that somebody who loves the movie appreciates, the business card, the Walkman, the brick cell phone. It has 2 head sculpts, and you literally, this could be your Bruce Wayne because he comes with a pimp suit as well. So, like, it's out of your mind, maybe for a new company to be charging Hot Toys money, but at the same time, it's an official figure, and it's an official Christian Bale head sculpt. So, I mean, it's literally a 4.5 out of 5 weapons. Right?
Oh, yes.
Just seeing the promo pics. So
wow, a lot of people have been getting their IG-11s now. Shoot. That's
where's
wild.
mine? I'm still stuck in the boat didn't come in or the shipment didn't get released, on Tuesday because
it's still on the Evergreen boat.
Yeah, they charged me for my shipping for my IG-11 and the rest on my Scout, and I'm like, I should have had it Tuesday,
Tuesday. Okay, so here's the 303 I use. It's the Protectant wipes. Ultimate protection. This is what I use for my Vader. And pleather bodies, and also some plastic bodies. I use this on my Black Panther. Keep that shine going. I use this on my Iron Spider. Keep that shine going. I've been hearing a lot of people's Iron Spiders are deteriorating in color, so be mindful of that, guys. That I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he had it on the window or something, because literally the paint is like coming off on that.
I mean, I've my Iron Spider. It's a museum dynamic pose. It looks dynamic, but it's just how it's presented. My figure, again, I've taken care of it. I have, knock on wood, I don't have any flaking, but I hit it up with another coat of the Protectant, the stuff I use, and literally it's like it's a brand new figure. The pop, the shine, it just comes back. And I even told Nate on the comment, I'm like, I just hit it up and it literally looks like it came out of the box.
Oh, so. Yeah, I love slapping that freaking 303, baby. It just brings out the figure and it brings it back. It brings it back. But anyway, back to talking about freaking Hot Toys. I know we were talking about Hot Toys, but I wanted to continue on talking about the other stuff we had up here, MCU. So what was it? Okay, here we go. All right, guys. Time to talk about the Mandalorian Deluxe. I know we already talked about this yesterday with the Out of Your Mind segment, but now we're going to talk about it with you guys on live stream. The Mandalorian and Grogu Deluxe version. $375 for the Deluxe version, $330 for the regular version. And we already seen all the pictures. We already seen the chromeness, how well it is with the lighting. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna pick this up with the Swoop bike, and I'm gonna have the original Deluxe Mando on this Swoop bike. That's what I plan. And then this one, I'm gonna use the actual head sculpt. And I know, everybody. They came out with this. They came out with this straight out the back with these figures, literally, with the original Deluxe Mando, literally shipping out. And unfortunately, Hot Toys is not becoming the Grails like they once were. They're becoming more like the Black Series for high end figures.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the days of them being a quote unquote high end collectible company or exclusive are over. They're now switching. They're still going to be high end, but they're basically going to be like a high end version of Hasbro.
Ooh, a high end version of freaking Hasbro. Wow.
I mean, like, because how much, like, especially how much Cosbaby crap are they putting out? How much of the other stuff are they putting out? You know, I mean, and I hate to say it for people who collect Cosbaby, how much of their attention on that is being diverted from stuff that could be focused on these figures, especially all the delays. You know, and they're putting out bobbleheads.
The chances of combat have
Absolutely,
increased.
absolutely. Yeah, and I've said that too. Absolutely.
It's gonna happen. Hell, man! I wouldn't be surprised it ends up being a Toy Fair exclusive. I wouldn't be surprised they just slap us with a Toy Fair exclusive with that. I was thinking of the clean Boba, but they can wait for the clean Boba for Book of Boba Fett and just give us a Cobb Vamp for Toy Fair exclusive.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that Cobb Vamp will be freaking fire though, man. That's because I love Timothy Olyphant. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's such an underrated actor. So I really enjoy him as an actor. I really enjoyed him in Mandalorian, and I'm hoping we see a lot more of him, maybe possibly in Book of Boba Fett. Okay, so Penny is saying, okay, just because they're making a lot, that doesn't make them Black Series. Jesus, they never claimed to be limited edition. There's literally chicken littling just because they're MCUing Mando. Yeah, there's a lot of chicken littling out there from a lot of a lot. That as for me, I'm collecting because I'm collecting, not because of the Grail status or the exclusivity of the figure. I collect what I love. I collect having fun.
Exactly.
I don't have much have fun with exclusivity at this point. If an exclusive figure or becomes a rare figure, that's pretty cool. But for me, I usually just collect having fun. But that's the thing though. That's what's been going on with a lot of the community. The community felt that for a long time, Hot Toys was more of limited figures than anything else. You know, limited collection where you could actually have grails. There's a lot of collectors that a lot of YouTuber collectors are literally leaving the collecting Hot Toys because the limited or collectability is now gone, or the worth of the collectability is gone from Hot Toys because of all these either reissues or more Mandos. That's the unfortunate part about it. That's how the collectors in the community are seeing it as of right now. Now there is this group that like me that are brand new to collecting, and they're fine with what's going on. Like, yeah, bring in more figures. But then there's the other side of the collecting group that feel that, hey, where has Hot Toys gone wrong?
Yeah, I mean, there's no right or wrong answer to this, but I mean, you do have to realize and look at their business model, how much it's shifted. You know, especially since when they began, and you know, I mean, if they were, again, it's not like the old days. Now, granted, maybe it increased the production availability, employees, that means they can do more figures. But again, it just seems like they're biting off more than they can chew, and then again, they're putting out numbers like that no one who's been collecting for, you know, over 4 or 5 years has even, you know, at some point you thought Hot Toys for the total year would make 20,000 figures amongst all their releases. Now they're doing 20 to 30,000 of just one figure. So it's like, yeah.
Penny is right though. Right here, Hot Toys Star Wars only felt limited edition because there was not very much interest in IP and HK. Hot Toys is literally creating to meet demand, and now Mando is super popular like Iron Man. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I think people are forgetting that the reason why these Star Wars Hot Toys were very limited because they were not making enough of them because the demand was not there. That's why you saw a lot more demand for the Marvel characters, and then the DC. Some of the DC characters are limited editions because the demand was not there either. Like the BBS Nightmare Batman. Everybody wanted that one because not many people bought it or not many people pre-ordered it for demand to go even higher for it. So that's why it was such a limited figure. And yeah, right now Mandalorian changed the game. Literally changed the game for collectability, especially for Star Wars. That's why Hot Toys is just putting the freaking they're running the train out the tracks just to get these Mandalorians out. That's what they're doing. The track is not there anymore. The time is not there anymore. This train is a runaway train. Okay, it's literally going. It's literally going through towns, man. It's literally dropping these figures like no tomorrow with the Mandos. Grogu Mania, I like that. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Grogu
we
Mania.
talked about that, especially hell. We talked about that. I showed up on a stream when I was at Disney, or I just came back from Disney. So while I was still in Florida, so yeah, that's definitely a real thing. Like when everything in Disney Springs and at Disney World itself is sold out that involves Grogu, yeah, it's Grogu Mania.
For collectors jumping ship, where are their eBay listings? Actually, I've been seeing just a few jumping ship, just a few. But kind of like Easy, he's literally leaving. He's literally jumping ship. He's doing a lot more statues now. And then I heard Dan 14 Prime, he's leaving the Hot Toy game too. He's working on selling his figures as well. I know Paradox Nerd, he's still in the Hot Toy game, so he's not leaving quite yet. But he is concerned with what's going on with Hot Toys. And I do understand, like, you've been collecting for so long, or you've been, I'm just started collecting Hot Toys, and I do understand. You had this mindset, you had this collecting habits, for such a long time with Hot Toys, and now Hot Toys is just changing the game now, and that's the thing. I've always said this. Me and Don Prime always said this about what's going on with the community and Hot Toys in general. We had Michael Keaton, Michael Keaton's quote from Homecoming, Batman, the world is changing. We have to change too. And not only the collectors, but also Hot Toys has to change their habits as well. Because I'm not a fan of them not being in the dark with their consumers. If they're going to be doing this a lot more often with the influx of more figures, they have to be more consumer friendly. With it, I say yes to more consumer friendly because we would like to know more about what's going on, especially with the Chrome. How is the Chrome gonna last? Is the Chrome gonna last for the Mando? Is the Chrome gonna be similar to what the endoskeleton is gonna be? From the original endoskeleton from Terminator Genesis. That thing is still lasting. I've seen pictures of that. That thing is freaking beautiful. But
yep,
I do feel there's improvements what Hot Toys can work on, but also I'm not too disappointed with what's going on. Like, bring in more Mandos. My only other concern with what's going on with the whole Mando hype, we are neglecting the original trilogy. We're neglecting on the prequel trilogy. Hell, 40th anniversary.
Our Lobot?
Yeah, where's our Lobot? Yes. Where is our freaking Lobot, bro? Where is our Lobot? Where is our 40th anniversary line? Where is Bespin
Lando
Han?
needs his trusty companion when he's screwing over Han.
Exactly. No, where is freaking Bespin Han? Exactly. Where is Bespin? Is he safe? Is he all right?
It appears, Han, in your television interview. You killed him.
No. Then he just completely forgets. Like, wait a minute, what? Like, I did do that? Like, what? Yeah,
Well,
wait.
like we've said before, how long till Harrison Ford is on Jimmy Kimmel again, and then he busts out a Harrison Ford doll to explain his shoulder injury?
That's what I was thinking. He's probably gonna get an Indiana Jones doll and just rip it apart in front
Yeah,
of Jimmy.
but the way I said, it's not gonna be like an Indiana Jones DX. He's just gonna be like, I got this from the Disney store. It's $20. Have fun with it. They literally should make that a part of the skit.
Hot Toys doesn't care about all that. They busy trying to gouge people with 10 gazillion versions of Mandalorian. Oh man! Like, hey, I'll buy every one, but my problem is, I would like to see, at least the 40th anniversary be completed, of The Empire Strikes Back, because I felt that 40th anniversary fell on its sword. Like we sacrificed the 40th anniversary for more Mandalorian figures. I know, honest, yes.
If we're gonna get one more under the 40th anniversary line, if I had to make a legitimate guess who I think it's gonna be, I would say for one of two reasons. It would either be IG-88, because obviously the IG-11 mold would only need minor tweaks, or it would be Bosk. And I simply say that because I think Sid from Bad Batch is Bosk's mom. And that would be a good way to tie it in, because I think eventually Bosk might be appearing on Bad Batch. And that's not a spoiler or anything. Or doesn't tie into anything. So.
Okay, so what's talking with the Nobi 2? I believe Hot Toys has been pumping up their PO announcements and reissues, increases their values to sell the company. Now, I've also been talking with a few other people as well. They've been mentioning that, with the constant rumors about what if Hot Toys is going out of business, or something else is happening in the shadows that we aren't aware about. But here's the thing, though. Like, they've also said that, well, if Hot Toys is in danger, why they continue pumping out more stores? They just literally opened up a store just a while ago, and they kept reminding me of that. Like, why would, if Hot Toys wasn't in danger of either selling or going bankrupt, why would they continue making more stores? To make them more stores, pay up the rent, all that jazz, just to make more sales, to save them? Then I'm like, wait a minute, why would you, if you want to make more sales where you're at, versus making another store and then paying more rent? Well,
what if Disney buys them?
Ooh, what if Disney buy? But here's the thing, though: if Disney buys Hot Toys, then would the quality diminish?
I don't know.
Because Disney would cut corners more often than freaking Hot Toys.
Well, the thing is, when you go to like Disney or you go to a Disney store, a lot of the products that don't have a brand label on, they're made by Hasbro.
Okay, so, that's true. Though more stores also increases their value. That is true too.
On paper, yeah, it increases their value. It increases their market exposure. Available assets, available retail space, sales space, office space. Yeah, on paper, if they're trying to sell the company, that's a listed asset. So of course, it makes sense financially, especially if they're either trying to sell the company, or if they're trying to go public, or they're trying to sell off a portion, to like a hedge fund or investor. Hopefully, they don't try to do that crap, because y'all know what happened to Toys R Us, right?
Daddy, chill on that. Wait, if Hot Toys was made in the U.S., we would get them faster, but we would be paying at least $100 more. That's the low end, $100 more. I say more like $250, $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You gotta consider, the taxes over here. You gotta consider the labor laws, the labor tax. Literally, that would be the worst idea to happen, to have Hot Toys move their production over here.
Sean C. Disney, I'll just tell you, Disney on multiple times has tried to acquire Hasbro, simply for the fact that they manufacture a lot of their toys, and Disney at times has tried specifically to go after Hasbro IP. G.I. Joe and Transformers. But again, in the past they went with Universal, but now Hasbro has their own independent studio called All Spark Features. And they also have Entertainment One, which they bought. Hell, for one point, they owned Death Row Records, and they owned, all the masters of Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. They just sold that for like $1 billion. And they bought, and then the Entertainment One package, they bought essentially Death Row for $6 million. So.
Okay, Dean's asking.
Well, and Sean, I'm a Hasbro stockholder myself, so the last year has been really good.
FC, just curious, how much hot are we talking about in terms of causing flaking, even sealed box? For example, is 30, 35 degrees hot summer days a problem? I live in a city in which you live, the
30,
4 seasons.
35, that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. We're in the U.S., so we use Fahrenheit. So, we have, I'm in New Hampshire, so we have 4 seasons. Winter's the worst for us. The hottest it's got is like 98 degrees. I don't know the conversion right now, so it's hot.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like you don't want to go beyond 70 when it comes to your room temperature. Pretty much you want to keep it cool because you don't want to go hot in your where your displays are at, especially if the thing is. Like think of your sealed boxes and your figures like a car. You leave it out in the heat. When you enter that car, what's going to happen? It's going to be blazing inside, right? That's the same. That's the same pretty much with the boxes with your figures inside. They're literally inside the car. Like if it's hot right here, it's going to be literally flames inside that box.
Yeah, it's funny, one of those things, like, if Hasbro stepped up to try and buy Hot Toys, that'd be like, holy crap, like, that's a flex right there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Usually people keep it cooler, like, around, 65? I've heard people keeping it, like, 65, like cool. Like, keep it real cool.
I do mine 68 to 70.
68 to 70, yeah. But yeah, 68 or 70. I know people like they don't want to go even beyond 65. Like, nah, keep it cool. Keep it cool. I don't want. Here's the thing, because the thing is when the things get heated, like that's when you start seeing paint damage, paint on from your capes or paint from your pleathers, like sticking to the bodies, and then that's when you got paint damage. Kind of like when people have. That's the one thing I gotta say, guys. Do not hood up your Anakin Skywalker or even your Jedis, because when you got their
Obi,
hood up,
take the robe off. Leave the robe off, Obi.
Yeah, because then you're gonna have all these paint marks all over your damn face, like there's one I saw with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm like, oh, you can't fix that now.
Nope.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories where people have left their sealed products inside these non AC non climate controlled basements or attics, and they come back and the figures are just freaking destroyed.
Now, okay, Thrawn. Now, here's the thing. There is potential, and now I simply say this, that, and going back to Transformers and Masterpiece, it used to be that in Asia it was Takara that handled all the Masterpiece releases, and then, in the US, Hasbro would do them, like the US versions, and then they would release it at Toys R Us. It'd have a special box, it'd have all the special presentation stuff. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for, because Hasbro has brought over exclusive stuff, like high-end stuff, put an US packaging on it, and then sold it in Toys R Us at a premium. So it's not in the realm of, it's not outside the realm of possibility for it to happen if it's Hasbro. And if Hot Toys is going to go for sale to Hasbro to put a bid in for it, yeah, it's potentially plausible.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more scare tactics happening right now with the collector community, with what's going on with Hot Toys, and rightfully so. It does happen. Like you can't avoid it. It's inevitable for these scare tactics around the community because of what's going on with Hot Toys. For example, remember that old quote with Tommy Lee Jones in MIB, Men in Black, where he was talking to Will Smith about, Will Smith's like, hey, why don't you tell people? People are smart. They know better. And then he was saying,
a person is smart. People are stupid, dumb, panicky animals. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's inevitable that the collectors are going to start panicking and start selling their collections because of what's happening with the change of climate with Hot Toys.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, now we're speculating too. Like, we have sources, but nobody's source is gonna come out and say this or I'm that, or being confirmed. Again, especially all the business stuff. This is all conjecture. This is looking at stuff, reading tea leaves, and then making a lot of guesses. Some more educated than others, but again, nobody here knows exactly what's going on.
Wow, Hasbro will screw Hot Toys, where they would politicize Star Wars, wouldn't want to offend people just like Disney does or attempts to. Hot Toys needs to stay in Hong Kong. Hey, I agree.
No, I actually no. Disney is the one that's been screwing Hasbro, because it's a partner brand contract, meaning Disney is the one who has final say. So it wasn't Hasbro that wanted to put out all those Black Series Rose Ticos. That was Disney dictating it had to happen by contract.
Well, I do agree on what he said, that Hot Toys should stay in Hong Kong. Like, keep doing what you're doing at Hong Kong, because that's you're doing fine where you're at, and keep progressing, keep growing. That's what I meant by when I agree. But yeah, can you imagine if Disney owns Hot Toys? They want all these Rose Tico 1/6 scales, Rose Tico Neon Tech. Oh man, you gotta probably get the whole Rose Tico family with Hot Toys. Like her sister. Actually, her sister was more of a hero than Rose Tico herself. But I'm not hating on Rose Tico. I just wish they wrote Rose Tico better. And the actress, I was fine with the actress. I just felt.
Yeah, no hate on the actors or actresses in that movie. They can only do so much with the crap they're given by Ruin Johnson.
Yeah. Damn. And then, Ryan Johnson keeps attacking people on Twitter or whatever. The Book of Boba Fett, everything we know about Disney Plus Star Wars spinoff. So pretty much, with what's going on, the one thing I am excited for about what's going on with Book of Boba Fett is the fact that we are going to see more of what's happened in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi for Boba Fett. So that brings us with more figures to come out in between that line, like Bosk, IG-88, a lot of characters that come to play with that. We might actually see the Hot Toy line of these bounty hunters.
I'll say I think we're gonna see. For whatever, I think Sid is Bosk's mom, so I think we are gonna see Bosk give, maybe, I don't know if a new origin story is the proper term, but like like we're going to be re-familiarized with him, prior to the events of Empire. So I think we're going to see him in Bad Batch, and that might establish something a little bit more, which we later see in Book of Boba Fett, more emphasized in the flashbacks. Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, Shadows of the Empire. Dan, that'd be great. Like, I think we did talk about that.
Yeah, it's Shadows of the Empire. I'm hoping the Boba Fett flashbacks, which have been confirmed to be happening by Tamora Morrison, are like literally, Secrets of the,
I didn't even think about that. I think that Crosshair is Dengar. I didn't even think about that. But the only problem with Crosshair being Dengar is that Crosshair, did they ever mention that the Bad Batch, they have gross acceleration, or it peaked? Because they've been so worked on, did it peak once they reach adulthood?
I don't think they've ever actually said for or against. They're modified, but they've never said if, like, I think all of them have genetic enhancement for growing, because tech kind of said the only ones that didn't have, like, were basically unaltered at all were Alpha and Omega, literally Boba and Omega. So I'm thinking they do. It just might not take as much effect once they reach a certain age. I don't know.
Because unfortunately, most of the clones, if not all of them, are, de-aging. They all end up being de-aging. But the Bad Batch, it hasn't been pointed out yet if they are suffering from the same de-aging.
Yeah, yeah. And then here's another problem. Something bad must happen to Crosshair, like, besides this, or this must put him into a deep depression and he hits the Haagen-Dazs real heavy. Because he's got to put on a lot of weight. Crosshair's got to hit that Haagen-Dazs.
Oh, God, chill. The heist. Howard Chan has the Starfighter in his office.
The asset.
Okay.
It's not. It's not
asset.
called the Starfighter. We never call the target by its name. It's the asset.
There you go. Hey.
I mean, again, if you ever watch Gone in 60 Seconds, you never say what you're going after on an open channel. No names on the net.
No names on the net. I love that movie. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh wait, give me a second. There was a comment here that I really wanna. Let me see. Wait a minute. Who said it? Who said this comment? There you go. Captain Trips. Howard Chan already confirmed in a recent interview that Hot Toys are working on the ESB Bounty Hunters. So I don't know. We might see a resurgence of the 40th anniversary line. Hell, I can't believe Hot Toys had to go back and work on a 40th anniversary line that missed their shot that year. I know we had the pandemic, but it sucks knowing that.
Yeah, but I mean, woohoo! Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely grab a Bosk. Dengar, I'm kind of like, eh. IG-88 at that. I mean, I've already got IG-11. I mean, they're essentially the same physical design. Yeah, I mean, Bosk is the only one I really want.
Unbiased opinion, Hot Toys needs to make Admiral Thrawn before they're sold off. Hey, I think Grand Admiral Thrawn. I think we are going to get our Thrawn because of the Ahsoka show. So that's the closest thing we'll get to Thrawn at that point. So we might get a figure before Hot Toys gets sold to whatever company wants to buy them. Okay, according to Hidalgo on Facebook, said that Enigma Toys stated that we will be seeing Cyborg at the end of July for PO. Just a rumor. I've been saying that the perfect way to get Cyborg in is a Toy Fair exclusive. Just call it a day. Just get it as limited as possible.
I'm just gonna say it might not have the Ray Fisher head sculpt. It just might be the helmet look from Snyder Cut when he's going into Star Labs.
You know how many people are going to be pissed off at that?
It's take it or piss off. That's essentially what it is.
The boss figure, you just mentioned it. The boss figure would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool with articulated mouth. Kind of like what, what's his name?
Quill?
Like Quill is.
I don't think they do that. I think they just
You don't think so?
No, because it's got part of it is his skin has to have the scales. So therefore, it's going to add extra weight because it's essentially going to add texture and more overall surface space to his mouth, even with the scales. So that has the potential to bring it down. And over time, even that minuscule weight over time has the potential to break down that joint.
Damn you, Gravity, my worst enemy.
I don't know. It's physics.
It's damn physics. So, what's up with with what's going on? Do you think we are going to get a Pheonix shine for Mandalorian or for the Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah, I can't really. I think for Book of Boba Fett, yes. As far as Bad Batch or anything else, I can't talk right now because of spoilers.
Oh, that's that too. That too. There's another media.
We have our 3-day spoiler grace period.
Let's see, we still Sunday, right? That's right. That's right. We can't talk about it right now. If we had a spoiler review, then yes, but we can't spoil too much about Pheonix Shan. But
I will just say, I think this starts to show why Boba saved Fennec. But I'll just say this. Yeah,
yeah,
I think.
I'm feeling we might see Boba Fett. I'm getting the feeling we might see Boba Fett.
Yeah, because and again, just if you thought, and again, this is nothing spoiler. If you thought Omega was important, yeah, the game just got amped up tenfold. So, and Fennec is going to be a key part in this one way or another.
Okay, so Hot Toys isn't in any kind of financial trouble. It's all manufacturing issues and the shortage of manpower. When you have hundreds of projects going at the same time without any workers equals delays. And with the what happened with the pandemic, I know people don't like me using the excuse for the pandemic, but it did happen. The pandemic did happen, and it caused a lot of freaking issues. We lost the freaking 40th anniversary line because of the freaking pandemic. But anyway, I've also talked with people that are in HK and are aware of Hot Toys, and they have told me that it's not financial issues. It's just production delays because of pretty much what Michael just said. I don't think there is any financial issue. There is rumors going around that it is financial issues, that Hot Toys is possibly going bankrupt. But here's the thing, though, like usually with things that go wrong is when things look good. That's usually when things go wrong, when
Yeah.
things look good. And right now things look bad to us. And things look bad right now, with the constant delays and stuff like that. Like Hot Toys is not where it should be at this point. And eventually they will. But the thing is, this is what we're seeing as bad at the moment. We're not seeing the good. Kind of like what happened in
Yeah. I
1929.
mean, at least they're not cooking the books.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like what happened in 1929 stock market crash. Everything was good. Everything
On paper.
was on paper. Everything was good. And then look what happened. Everything went to shambles. Everybody was losing their money. It was
Hell,
wild.
look what happened in 2008.
Yeah,
I mean,
everything
I'll
was
tell
good.
you what, I was in my army barracks with a bunch of other dudes, and we were literally like, what? Because we were grunts, but we invested our money. We're literally watching CNBC, and we're like, literally, where the hell is our money going? So yeah, I mean, and this was 2008.
Yeah, 2008. The homeward, wait, not homewards.
The
The house
bubble.
mounting, house.
And then everything
market
that
crash.
it was attached to it based on these places tying everything into all the bad debt, and they were leveraging against the losses. And that was tied into so many other subvariants, and it was a trickle-down effect. It affected everybody. So,
Yeah, when something looks obvious, is not really the case. It doesn't. Things don't look as they seem. That's the thing. That's the key.
yeah, exactly.
Thing.
Now, I've said, and I'll be completely honest, that I think a lot of these pre-orders they're looking for capital. They're looking for upfront capital. But by me saying that, I have said they may be in trouble, they may not. And I'll continue to say that. But at no point have I ever said I think they're bankrupt. But I think they're just doing what a lot of companies around the world are doing coming out of the pandemic. They need capital, whether it's, to shore up their reserves, whether it's to put money into new projects that, their revenue didn't allow for this year. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Hot Toys or if it's Ford. They're going to have to shift their numbers around to prioritize funding for their assets based on their revenue from 2020 or their lack of revenue. So,
Yeah, it is. It is what it is. I think Hot Toys is doing fine. It's just that they're just getting a bit more capital from these pre-orders. That's why we're seeing a lot more pre-orders now. And we are going to see these as things progress through the year. I think things are going to get better. We actually going to see the releases that we need to see. But anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Aries from Cisco Cantina is about to start his stream at 8 o'clock. So we are pretty much going to end the stream as of right now. We're about a minute in before 8 o'clock. I enjoyed everyone's commitment, everyone's comments you've had during the stream, sharing your thoughts about what's going on with the Mandalorian figures, what you're going to do with it, with your old figures. I do appreciate you coming by and chilling out with us. Please leave Before you go, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We love to bring you back. We got a lot more things in the works. Or we're looking to, branch out a bit more and then, come up with more videos and all that jazz.
Yep. And again, great questions, really smart, really intelligent. Actual, there was thought put into these questions, and you could tell. And we appreciate it. We like using our brains. We especially like cerebral conversations. And even if we might not have the same opinions, talking about it, changing people's perspectives, or at least appreciating, where the other person coming on. That's the great thing about debate. You can say what you want, but you got to respect the other person and their, commitment and their perseverance to their idea. So, great all the way around.
Yep. Anyway, guys, I'd love to see you guys in the next one. And remember, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in this Hot Toys galaxy or universe. Later, guys. May the weapons be with you.
See you, folks.